Hi, I'm Dr. Lara, and welcome to another week of guided channeled angel messages. So go ahead, sit back and relax and see what resonates for you. So what I'm seeing right now, it's like a gold ring. So what they're telling me is like something is coming full circle for you. So maybe it feels like you have been working towards something, or there's been a healing, or like there's something going on in your life that you have been like working on for a long time. And it feels like pretty soon it's going to come full circle. Like it's resolved itself, and it's going to come back to where you started, and you're going to be able to see how far you've come. So we're entering into a time of massive growth, but also kind of like seeing the fruits of our labor a little bit, because we're coming out of the quiet time, the cocooning time, which was winter, and now we're coming into spring, and we're starting to see things sprout up. So what we've been working on for the past 3 months, consciously or unconsciously, is starting to sprout up. So it's going to start to come to fruition. And so that's what that things are coming into full circle. So expect things to start happening for you. Okay. And what they want you to know, this is really beautiful, is that you deserve it. Okay, you've worked really hard, and really it's not even about deserving. Like, they're speaking to your ego about that, but they want to take it a step higher, is that it is your divine right. It is our divine right to have wonderful things happen for us. To have our manifestations come to fruition. Like, that's our divine right. It's our divine right to be prosperous, to have love, to be able to fulfill our purpose, to be able to make a living doing that. So they want you to know that, it's more than just deserving. It's your divine right. And they're telling me, expect a miracle. It feels like whatever this was, like there wasn't a way that we could see that it was going to come to fruition, or if it was really going to come true. And they're just saying, expect a miracle. Play the what if game. What if this happened? What if this miracle happened? What if this came true? And start to train your mind to start thinking about what good could happen, rather than worrying about the bad. And that's something that we're going to find where it's going to be easier to do that, because it's been kind of hard to think of the positive, just because there's so many factors with that. But what they're telling me is that the energy that's been coming through, it's lifting the veil, but it's also lifting a lot of the negativity that we've been feeling. And it's going to be easier for us to slide into this more positive way of thinking and being. And when we have that frequency of joy and of happy expectation that good is going to happen, that vibrates out, and things are going to come to us a lot easier. Okay, and so they're also showing me, and this is all symbology, but they're showing me like Heaven's Gate. Okay, and what that represents is the people that have passed on. So what they're saying is, like, there has been a lot of loss for many of us, people that have passed on within the last few years, some by natural causes and some not by natural causes. And sometimes it was kind of hard to witness what has happened to our loved ones. And it feels like some of us are kind of worried about our loved ones. Like, did they make it okay? Are they all right? And it's funny because they're showing me like this field of flowers, and like bunnies and just like animals like frolicking. And it's funny that it's animals, but they're just saying is that your loved ones are okay. They don't die. They don't cease to exist. They go on to a different form, but their soul, their spirit still carries on. And they just want to let you know that if this is speaking to you, it feels like it's speaking to someone in particular, that your loved ones are very close to you. And even if you don't feel like you've said everything that you want to say, or you don't feel like you've had closure, you can always write them a letter, and you can always talk to them. Just imagine them in your mind's eye and just talk to them, but they're also saying that they come in your dreams as well. So pay attention to your dreams because they enter your dream state. And this is just my thing. It wouldn't hurt to maybe contact someone that can speak to the other side if you need closure. Okay. Ooh, and this is awesome. They're showing me like this huge waterfall coming into like this crystalline pool, and that shows me like abundance, like waves of abundance are coming. There's so much fear and tension and worry about the financial system and the collapse of the banks and all this kind of stuff. And this message here is to help you realize that a lot of the old is cracking away. It's dispersing. It's being dissolved, and with that, the corruption is being dissolved. Like we're seeing all of the corruption that's happening, and the financial system, it's changing. Okay, because we hear about this big thing is going to collapse, and then there's not going to be money. It's like, okay, take a deep breath and just realize it's going to be okay. It's going to be a smoother transition than what most people are thinking. A lot of people are like in a lot of fear, and they're just saying you don't have to live in fear. You don't have to live in that frequency. And the way that you can get out of that fear is to really work on developing your connection with your higher self, with the universe, with whoever it is or whatever it is that you connect with. Spend more time connecting with that frequency, and when you do, you will automatically have this vibration, this feeling, this knowing that you're safe and that all is well, and you won't be in that frequency of fear. But it is going to take a little bit of effort, well, actually a lot of effort on our part, to develop that connection, because when you do, you see things in such a different way that that frequency of fear, it's just not even there. Okay, so just realize, expect a miracle. Your loved ones are around you, and there are waves of abundance, and realize that there are so many different channels for abundance to come to you. A lot of people think that their channel of abundance or their source of money is their job, but that is not true. There can be many other channels of abundance coming to you in many different ways. And you don't have to figure out what those channels are. Just be open that there are different channels and see what shows up for you. So those are the messages. I hope you enjoyed them. And I just want to let you know, part of what I do, yes, I do angel readings, but part of what I do, I help light workers move forward in their work, especially if they want to have a business doing that. So I'm a spiritual mentor, an intuitive mentor for light workers. So if that speaks to you, I invite you to reach out and maybe we can have a chat. Maybe if you're ready for mentoring or if you're ready to move forward in your work. So I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for listening.